those of you who tune in regularly, it has been a while, my friends, and I'm sorry for the absence. My name is Jordan Lewis. This is the ReEvolve Media Revolution podcast featuring TJ Wakeling. And without telling you the exact reasons for the delay, I'll explain more so the lessons that I've learned since launching this podcast series just a month ago today. I didn't really know what I was getting into. I just knew it was something that I had to do. In fact, I knew it quite before beginning actually launching the podcast, and I just figured it would be involved in the natural progression of what ReEvolve Media was going to be. I began by collecting the names of various artists I would want to interview based on their willingness to work with me in other aspects. This resulted in a list of 23 interviews I had scheduled over a period of 2 weeks. While this may seem like a lot, I was convinced it was absolutely necessary as I needed a backlog for the crucial first 2 months of the launch. From the intro to the first podcast episode where I made the claim of how busy I had been as a result, I was literally working nonstop from the moment I awoke until finally settling down into a sleep schedule of about 5 hours per night on average. Each episode of the podcast would take every skill I've developed until this day to bring to life. My life became the podcast. My life became ReEvolve Media. Like the waves of a vicious storm, both magnificent and powerful, I was able to view what the beauty and destruction of becoming entirely absorbed into something would be, not realizing that I'm not the only person involved in the storm, nor is the storm the only thing that is encompassing. I was so set on everything that I thought I should do that I stopped following my own compass and completely disregarded my natural feelings towards it, as well as the bigger picture. I'd fit months of work into the span of a few weeks, which was something the universe just didn't agree with, and so it swept the rug out from underneath my feet and forced me to look at the implications of everything I had done while removing my ability to move further in them, thus kind of leveling out my progress as it was. The storm I created suddenly receded inside of me. I now have clarity that never existed before, but I had to suffer in order to receive it. But moving forward, this interview with TJ Wakeling exhibits signs of that transgression prior to it being realized. All right, so I've got Tommy James here with me. He goes by TJ Wakeling. He's from Victoria, BC, originally from Montreal. What's up, TJ Wakeling? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. My records state that you've been doing music since the 8th grade. Is that
Just about,
accurate?
yeah. No,
Yeah?
I think I actually started, oh God. I definitely
me, man.
considered music in grade 8 and grade 9, but I actually really started doing it in like 11th grade, 12th grade.
11th grade. Okay, all right.
So like 4 years ago.
What do you mean? What do you mean considering in grade 8 and 9?
Like it was something I always wanted to do, probably for like my whole life, but
Yeah.
just kind of not actually doing it. And
Yeah,
one
it
day
was
I
just kind of like an idea at that time.
Exactly. Singing in the shower, thinking like, oh, this would be cool. One day
Dope. Okay, and then grade 11 comes along.
grade 11, I was just kind of sitting in bed one day and I'm like so bored with my life. One of those days where you're so bored, it's kind of pissing you off, you know? And then, you know those days?
I feel you, man. I feel you. You're just kind of, you want to just sit and relax, but even sitting and relaxing is fucking boring.
Yeah, you just don't know what to do. So I was just like, I need to do something. I had no hobbies, no anything. I was just going to school at the time. So I just decided to start doing music then. Just like that. Everybody else was so surprised.
You're just like, I'm just going to fucking do this. And out of nowhere, you just started?
Told nobody about it. Just started doing it. Went and got a mic. Like started working at Toys R Us. That's where I'm actually still at now.
No shit.
Yeah.
I was thinking that all the Toys R Us in Canada got shut down.
No. Yep. Still working there. One day a week.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, just started working there. Got my first cute little mic, a little USB mic, shitty little laptop. Just the basic setup, and started making my music, grabbing beats off YouTube, and just going from there.
That's dope, man. That's a pretty decent startup story. Like I guess most people kind of figure out they want to do it, and then they slowly make those moves. But I guess you made that decision and jumped right into it, eh?
Yeah, people are pretty surprised about it.
That's good to hear, man. And that was probably around 2017.
Exactly. Yeah, I dropped my first song January something 2017.
Yeah, was that No Waiting?
That one was What I Do. That one I privated now because I just can't do my old stuff.
Did private it, so I can't even see it. All right. Well, how far after that track did you drop No Waiting? Because that was the kind of the oldest song I could get a hold of.
That one, I want to say it's a couple months, and that one I still have because that one's just, it goes hard. It goes hard. I wish I could redo it and get the vocals feels how I want it to be, but
Yeah.
gotta
Uh,
just work on the future.
Exactly, man. Exactly, man. There's a lot of times where I look back on old projects, and I know with my abilities and skills now, I could redo them with like.
Exactly. And now looking at it almost 4 years later, that song just hit 1,000 views, I think, something like that.
Oh, you still keep track of your SoundCloud views?
Oh hell yeah.
My man, are you still pushing the platform too?
So, I don't post on SoundCloud. It's kind of cool to look back and see like the numbers I got, but I'm more push
I
like the
see what you're
main
saying.
platforms. Spotify, that's what I push lately.
Yeah, Spotify is the main
That's the
game right
main,
now.
yeah. Oh
To
yeah.
be honest, I don't understand how people use anything other than Spotify. You've seen on our playlist, we've got it pushing to 5 different streaming services, right?
Yeah, your
Mm,
playlist is going nuts.
The playlist is going nuts right now, man.
I
Yeah, and
have
your
one that
song, your latest track, Rockstar, is on there, right?
dude, I was kind of bummed out because the wasn't doing good in views, and I was like, ah, should I just delete it off? Got put on the playlist, and I'm like, oh no, now it's doing good.
Here we go. Yeah, some people are
Now it's
getting the voices.
way better than how it was doing before.
That's good to hear, man. I'm happy
No,
I could provide that for
it's
you.
pretty dope. My monthly listeners are going up and stuff. It's pretty dope.
That's what it is, man. It starts off small, and I know that feeling of like wanting to just remove something when it's like got 2 views and like I don't even know what else, like a dislike if it's on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But then you slowly start getting those views, you slowly start getting those likes, and it all builds up into I don't know whatever the future holds. I guess.
Exactly. When I was like so much on SoundCloud that's where my audience was. So making the move to Spotify, and I like even took a wasn't a break, but I wasn't pushing out as much music as I wanted to because I was kind of working on the production part of it.
Yeah,
So now that oh god, this year hit, and my goal was just to push music out all year, and
dude,
I think
I've
I've
been
been
seeing
killing it
that.
this year. I
You're
think I've
at
been killing it.
what is it, 11 tracks this year so far?
Something like that. Like I've
If at my count, man, you've got 4 tracks on your Better Than Before project, and then you've got 7 singles. It looks like.
damn,
That's
and I
crazy,
had
dude. And so
one feature
you
with a
do all your own
buddy.
production?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, 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 features as well.
I produce beats for people. I just did a mix and master for a buddy actually.
No way.
And he's
How'd you get
like
in touch with this buddy? Is it like a buddy from back in the day or a new connection?
actually Fortnite.
No shit, just a random buddy that you teamed up with.
Exactly. We started talking, teamed up, met and everything. Well, we didn't meet
Did you
because he
guys
lives in
get a W? Is
California.
the real question.
Oh yeah, we've gone a few W's. I think it's we haven't played in a while because we've just God now we just work on music all the time together.
Yeah, as it
That's
should
pretty
be,
dope.
man.
And now we just his name's Fourth. If you've seen him on my Spotify.
Uh, can't say I recall it. I would have had it in my notes as well, but maybe his name's not visible. I don't know. I'll take a
Maybe.
peek after the
No, he's pretty
podcast.
good shit. Yeah, he's from California. That's my homie. That's my Fortnite buddy.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
but I
That's
just
crazy that
mixed
you made that connection.
right. I just mixed and mastered a track with him. This is underground rapper from Chicago, Bob Cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like songs with Chance the Rapper and Lil Dicky and stuff. Yeah,
No way.
Fourth just got a feature with him, and then I mixed and mastered the track for those two.
That's wild, man.
So it kind
That's
of just
that's a
opening up
connection.
exactly, opening up what I do and stuff. I went from like just rapping and making beats, now I'm mixing and mastering for people.
That's crazy. And you don't really play Fortnite too much anymore?
Oh, every night.
Every night, okay. I was like, all right, Fortnite served its purpose. It got you that one connection you needed to succeed in the industry. And no, I feel you, man.
Every night, man.
Let's go back. When you started your music, you were producing your own beats right from the get go.
No, so I was just kind of like taking them off YouTube. Well, no, I wasn't. So I'd really make sure that they were free to use, non-profit, of course, because
Yeah,
SoundCloud.
yeah, yeah. I
Or
feel
if
you.
I was
Yeah,
gonna buy the lease, I'd buy the lease. But eventually, I was like, if I'm pushing out this much music, I can't be doing this. Like buying a lease every time I want to push out a song.
yeah. Even
So
searching for something that you like or that you fuck with is pretty tough these days.
exactly. So that's when I just decided, why not make my own beats? Just because I wanted to save money. And I think I'm making pretty dope beats now.
I'd have to agree with you, man. Especially at the rate that you're pumping them out. Like you're pumping out some pretty solid quality, and like I'm blown away by the 11 tracks this year alone. But and the
Thank you.
year's
Yeah.
not even. Is it halfway done? No, we're in our 6th month, I think. No, 7th month.
Yeah, and I got lots on the way too. I think I got I don't think I know I got an album coming.
Yeah, when's that expected to drop?
I'm thinking like sometime around in August. I'm waiting for 2 features, and then after that, I can work on mixing and mastering and doing everything, getting cover and the title, and then boom.
You've already got the features locked in, or you're kind of looking for them?
They're locked in. I'm just the waiting game.
Beauty, man. That's all it is. I find when working with other artists, it's always about the waiting game, right?
Exactly. And
Nobody's schedules line up
I know
perfectly unless you're like.
one of them had like quite a few features already lined up when I asked him, so he just had to do those first.
That's crazy, man. And are you charging these guys for
the features, or are they charging you?
No, luckily, one of them I almost expected me to charge. His name's Whisper. He's
Yeah.
such a dope artist out of BC. I almost expected him to charge, but he said first one's free because he fucks with me.
Hey, why'd you expect him to charge?
Because he gets quite a bit of views, and he's lots of people look up to him in our city and stuff. Like I'll do shows around here, and he's the headliner kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
yeah, people like below him will still try to charge for features. So
That's
yeah,
awesome, man. That's
just some
fucking
good
dope.
guy, I guess.
I agree. So in your producing and mixing mastering endeavors and learning that yourself, how did you what was your most valuable resource, or how'd you take to learning?
Just like everybody, YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube, man. There's so
From the beginning
many
to
good
now?
videos. Oh yeah,
Oh, dude,
dude.
YouTube it's technically infinite because how many videos are probably posted to it every day?
Exactly. People post just to try to get views, and then I go to try to learn. It's just everybody wins.
It's one of the most useful resources out there. That being said, like nowadays as well, dude, there's so many free resources. If you're actually, you just got to look for them and you just got to invest the time into whatever, watching whatever tutorial videos, or even just looking at someone create something else. All you got to do is just kind of mirror what they're doing and you'll pick something up along the way, right?
Exactly. Like I barely go to studio sessions. I'm so comfortable in my house, and when someone offers to come to the studio, I'm just like, maybe another time. And I don't know, something about it. But when I do go, I learn so much.
Yeah, no doubt, man. What studios have you been to?
Oh god, just like my buddies got like a pretty dope setup actually down here in Victoria, and yeah, just buddy studios. I haven't been to like a professional one yet.
Oh, dope. Okay, well, that's fair. I don't think a lot of people get into the professional studio scene until you actually
Exactly.
like can afford it, right? Because
Yeah,
I'm
they get
pretty sure it's a pretty
expensive.
expensive buy. Yeah,
Oh
and
yeah.
especially now that you can't even really do that given the circumstances, right?
Exactly. No, and
All
like
right, I don't
the whole
think you
COVID
can.
thing made home studio producers really come up.
Oh, dude, for sure, and that's still on the come up, right? We don't even know how long this
Exactly.
is gonna last. If you've got all the tools in your home to create a project start to finish, you're literally sitting on money.
Oh yeah, especially yeah, during all this time, it's crazy.
So let's talk about your man. You got actually for only being in the game for what is it? Is it 4 years, 3 years?
4 years, but I want to say like 2 years, because 2 years is actually when I've been like taking it serious.
Taking it serious, yeah, that's fair. You put out a lot of tracks in that short amount of time. A lot of projects.
Thank you. I actually
Where,
don't even think so. I want to put out more.
dude, that's the mentality you got to keep, right? But how do you find the time? How do you where do you when do you write? Where how do you get your, like, even for producing, like it's so various, like so many different skills that coming together for one project. How
Oh
do you find the
God.
time to do it?
So usually what my process is, I'll write, like I'll just get baked at night, and I'll write at like 11 o'clock at night and write a verse and a hook, and the next day write another verse or something like that. And I'll have enough stuff written out so I can go to my computer and just find a melody that picks it, that fits it kind of, and then make a beat around it. And then just take it up from there. Record
That's dope,
everything,
man.
mix and
A,
master it.
a lot of the people that I've talked to actually do it in reverse. They build their hooks and their melodies and everything else off of the beat that they've already decided on.
So yeah, I tried doing that, but it's just I sorry, my computer started malfunctioning.
That's all good, man.
I tried doing that, but I get too annoyed of hearing the beat. As soon as I
Oh,
hear the
because I
yeah,
feel you, because you got to listen to it
yeah,
over and over from the same like spot to be able
exactly.
to. Yeah.
And then when
Okay.
it
All
comes to
right.
the beat being made and then hearing it so many times, I'm like, I don't want to write to this. I've already like I'm so tired of it. When I have
Yeah.
it
No
pre-written,
doubt.
I'm like, yeah, I can do this.
But then you're all right. Do you record your vocals and then create the beat, or do you just kind of make the beat with the vocals like in your head and you're just kind of like spitting it as you do it?
Lately, actually, yeah, I get the because I usually just I don't know how to do piano or anything, so I just take use melodies from Splice. That's like the one cheat that I have is I don't make my own melodies.
From Splice.
Yeah, so
I'm not familiar.
it's like a site you can go to, pay some monthly fee, and then they have like royalty free melodies and drums and like claps and stuff, everything
Oh,
to make
okay. So
beats
you just
with.
you just
Yeah.
grab all your samples off
Yeah.
of this
I
website.
do
That's
I
dope,
like
man.
somewhat know how to make like basic trap melodies and stuff. I do practice it, but the ones I have all on Spotify are just like samples.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's
Mhm.
sick. You gotta use the resources that are available to you until you can do it yourself, right? But that's always the
Exactly.
goal.
Exactly.
Dope, man. So let's actually touch details on some of your specific projects, if you don't mind.
For sure.
We'll go back to I gotta say this was pretty dope. Your remix for "Just Died in Your Arms" tonight from 2017.
Oh god, I almost privated that one, but I no, that one's because I
Dude,
almost thought it
I'm
was
glad you
cringy,
didn't.
but no, I like that
It's
one.
Okay, I gotta be honest with you. Remixing tracks is hard, man. Especially using something that's so popular and already out there, and then to actually like finalize it and put something like that out there, man. That's
I
huge.
remember that one.
Especially
That one
especially when it's in your earlier stages of the game.
exactly. That one's when I was like still living at my mom's house, and I just found that one on SoundCloud. And
There,
I like the song already, so finding the remix and like the hip hop version, I was like, let's do this.
that's dope. Yeah, I think in the track you actually mentioned something about your relationship with your mom. You care to elaborate on that
Yeah, I'm definitely a mama's boy. Yeah,
in
my
a
mom
good
hasn't.
way?
Yeah, my mom hasn't. My dad hasn't been around for like all my life, so it's just been my mom. My mom's been a single mom for
Yeah.
4 boys all her life. So
Is
yeah,
he
I'm
in the
definitely a
city but just
mama's boy.
absent, or is he like across the planet?
No, so that's when I was born in Quebec. We moved over here to get away from him. He's just living that shitty life kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
see.
so
So
my mom kinda saved us with that move, yeah.
mom and four boys. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
so my mom's definitely way up there.
So what about your brothers?
Oh, yeah.
Where did they reside in the scale of how old they are compared to you? Sorry, that was a weird way to say what age are they?
One's 24, actually just about to turn 25 in, like, 2 weeks, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that.
one's 23, I believe. Yeah, 23.
Yeah, and then the one we always forget about,
Yeah, no, that
the
one is
younger brother.
that one, he's my twin. He actually passed away back in 2012.
Holy fuck, dude! I'm sorry to hear.
Mhm. Oh, it's okay, man. It still hurts, but it's been long enough. It's okay to talk about kind of thing, you know?
For sure, man. That's well.
Mhm.
Do you find?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll talk about it if you find that it's something that's present in your music or something that you want to
It's
talk about. You know, this is what this is an outlet for, right?
exactly. No, it's something, yeah, I want to make a song about it, but I don't throw it in because I talk about weed and stuff too much and like everything. I don't want to throw it into a song where I'm swearing and talking about like
Yeah,
smoking weed, and I
you
don't
don't
want to
want
throw
it
a
to be
reference to that.
disrespected.
Exactly. I want it to be just all about him kind of thing.
That's sweet, man. That's genuine. Do you mind
Mhm.
if I ask what happened or?
Yeah, so we were crossing the road. We were living in Langford, that's a city out here in Victoria, and he got
Okay.
hit by a truck when we were crossing because there wasn't really like crosswalks or anything around there at the
Yeah.
time, and the lighting was really bad. So he got hit by a truck, and I had to like go
As
down
a
and
as a pedestrian?
yeah, we were just crossing the road.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were with him
Yeah, I was, and so I had to call the 911 and then get the person there to sit there with him, and then I had to go get my mom because we were just around the corner from home.
to sit there with him?
Yeah, and make sure and talk with 911 and make sure he's all right.
Yeah.
And then I went home, grabbed my mom, told her what's happening, and then yeah, everything. We went back to the scene and went back to the hospital, and then he just didn't make it.
Man, I'm so sorry to hear about that, man.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
It's sorry. It's never easy to hear that stuff as well. But
Exactly.
honestly, I'm looking forward to that day that you
It helps
represent him in your
push you
music.
too, right? Like it helps push you because I know that he's probably looking down at me, proud of me that I'm actually doing something now and not just sitting in my bed bored.
That's for real, man, and he can be
Exactly.
motivating you to like be the best that you can be. And I
Exactly, and
honestly, man, you
he was into
go for it, go
music,
for
he
it.
was really into guitaring and everything, so it's kinda like guitaring, what is that word? It's kinda like passing the the legacy on, and now I'm taking it into music.
That's dope, man. That's dope. All right, well,
Mhm.
let's go on to your next projects that I'm seeing in front of you here. I think you just kind of put out a bunch of singles on SoundCloud until you had your Spotify debut in about 2018. Is that right?
Yeah, and then I kinda slacked with the Spotify for so long.
For like 2 years, but you did put out a decent amount. Like you put out 4 tracks, a couple of projects,
Mhm.
or no, a project and a few more tracks.
I definitely didn't put
2019, it looks like yeah, slowed down quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, I did not push it out as much as I wanted to.
What was going on in 2019?
Oh god, that's when, like, life hit me. I was moving out, with my girlfriend, actually,
Yeah.
and just kind of revolving, like yeah, getting used to living on my own for the first time.
Oh, that's dope. So it was just kind of like being busy with real life.
Exactly, and also at that time, I was kind of working on the production and learning lots and learning how to make my songs actually sound good.
Dope. Okay. Yeah. So you're just working on more on the technical side than actually like creating a product. Just working on,
Exactly.
I guess, pretty much kind of signifying your 2020 project's title better than before. You were just striving to be that and exemplify it, eh?
Exactly, I was better than I was before.
There you go.
Mhm.
Let's move on and talk about that actually, or do you want to chat about your project 204 that you did release in 2019?
Oh yeah, so that one was kind of like songs that I was working on in 2019 that I was pretty proud of, and I just thought if I'm gonna, because it's been so long since I was really dropping music, I'm like if I'm gonna make a
Yeah.
comeback, it has to be with a project, like a little bit of a project.
So what does 204 represent?
Oh, so that one is that's my apartment number. So it represents
Okay,
the first
the
first
move.
exactly, yeah. First
Yeah.
house that I moved into, first apartment.
That's dope. And so, what do the tracks represent? Is it kind of still relating along that line of that moving out and being on your own for the first time?
Oh God. I
Literally,
think
what
only
happened in the last 2 years?
Yeah, I think only one of them does. That's 204, and the chorus or hook kind of goes like sitting on
Oh
my
yeah, the
porch.
actual.
Yeah, I'm on the porch with an Olympic view because I got like the Olympic view mountains there.
Yo, okay, all right, all
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's move on to your Better Than Before project there, man. I gotta say that album cover is pretty dope.
Oh yeah, that one was this guy. He's actually from my city. I found out.
No way.
Yeah,
How'd
his
you link
name's
up?
and more buddies in my city. They were using him for cover art, so I hit him up and then found out he lived in my city. His name's
Oh, that's
Okanero.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So did they work with him because he was from the city, or was it just kind of like nobody really knew where he's from, and then it just happened to be?
I think so. Yeah, I think they knew him from the city somehow. I was always
Gotcha.
curious though. He makes really dope art.
Yeah, dude, he did a sick job on that. It looks, I don't know, it caught my eye, that's for sure.
Oh damn, thank you. Yeah, I loved it. The moment I saw it, I actually hit him up for the cover art, and I described what I was doing, and he was working on something at the time that resembled what I was talking about. So it just
Oh
worked
no
out
way.
perfect. Yeah,
So
he
was
just
that who
finished
came
that.
up with the concept?
That one, I think mostly me. Oh yeah, talking about how it's better than before and exiting out of like kind of going into a different life. Yeah, that one was me. He
Ah,
was working on
interesting.
something exactly like that at the time, and so
And so
that's
like
that.
that's dope, man. So like if I can kind of elaborate that from what my brain sees when looking at it is like your protagonist on the album cover, he's kind of like in this kind of oceany floaty world, and he's walking through this like portal that's into this like heavy traffic kind of high energy area. Is that kind of
Mm-hmm. That's what
kind
I
of a little
see.
bit what it
Yeah,
is? Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
That's dope, man. One of the lines, and you repeat this over. I think it might be part of the hook. Is in your track, Sensei said "fuck it" to college, and then I don't know if it's in the same track or the next track, but you go on to say learning way more than in school it even could.
Oh
Do you wanna do,
yeah.
do you wanna do you wanna elaborate that for the people who would say
Because I
fuck
feel
you for
like
saying fuck it to college?
school can't teach you the shit that we're doing out here, you know? Like, I'm looking it up on YouTube and doing way more than the people that are spending thousands of dollars for school.
Literally, man. And the beauty of it is you can do it at your own pace, and you can do it 24 hours straight if you really wanted
Exactly.
to.
You got that grind, you can just keep going.
That's the truth, man. And do you like innately in yourself? Do you feel like you have that grind?
I think so, yeah. If I feel like I dropped it for a bit, but life just kind of catches up with you eventually, and you gotta
Yeah, and
take a step back. But now that I'm back in it, I think I got that grind.
yeah, you think you found your stride,
I think I'm going back at it. 2020 came, and obviously for
and
most people
you've
it's
been going
shitty, but
strong.
I've been going
Yeah.
strong.
Man, that's the thing. Like we said with studio producers or at-home producers, you're kind of like in a good spot. Like most of the people I've been talking to so far or interviewing in that regard is like it's been like they consider it like a blessing in disguise or like something that's been good for them. And obviously, we have to acknowledge the pain that the rest of the world is suffering. But yeah, you
Exactly,
silver lining,
yeah.
right? Silver lining to a very dark cloud.
And we're doing our part by staying inside and making beats and making all these things that we're doing. That's
Exactly,
we're
and we're
doing
trying
our
to
part.
exactly we're trying to provide the material for the people who are stuck inside and at home to stay motivated and stay sane.
Exactly. My views are so up and they haven't been this crazy for so long.
Your what, sorry?
My views are doing crazy right now.
Yeah, yo, and it's only gonna go up from here. I feel like because people are still kind of getting settled into this like low energy lifestyle, right? Like I don't know, people are
The new
wavering in
normal.
between the new normal, yeah, but people are wavering in between this accepting a new normal and just going back to what shit was before, and that's
Oh
that's
fuck
not gonna
yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
You
No, it's
you
not
can't.
happening.
It's things are different now. The world's changed. We've already got. I don't even know what the death toll is at. I think last I looked, it was at 500,000 worldwide. You can't go back
Fucked.
to before that.
No.
It's
Oh,
just not
that's
a
fucked
thing.
up.
Yeah, I looked up that stat in the last couple of days, and I shouldn't have dropped that on you. It's pretty heavy too.
Well, we're starting to get some on Vancouver Island. We're starting to get some more cases now, which totally saw coming. We should not have gone
Yeah.
back to normal when we did.
No, I agree wholeheartedly, man. And people are still like yearning to open up and talking about the next phase. And in my head, I'm like, how the fuck hasn't wave 2 happened yet? Given how like people are completely not even obeying any of the rules.
Exactly. Just give it like a
And
few weeks and it's gonna come, I swear.
I don't doubt it, man. I feel like it's gonna be one cold fucking winter. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So one of your tracks also on your Better Than Before, just to kind of tie this off in your project there, you said can't wait to quit your job, your side hustle, your Toys R Us spot.
Yeah, I'm also
Did you?
I gotta work at Domino's too for that full-time hour kind of thing.
That's
Pay
where
the
you've been at
bills.
lately. Sorry,
Yeah, Domino's Pizza.
is that what your side hustle is right now, other than
Yeah,
toys?
exactly. I got the 2 jobs and then making music.
That's sick, man. So how many hours a week do you put in on the two jobs?
Well, right now I'm still not working because of COVID because they just don't have the hours for me, and I don't want to go look
Uh,
for a new. I don't want to look for a new job. I've been working there for like a year and a half.
there.
Mm-hmm.
You're
So
just waiting for them to pick you back up.
exactly, but I was doing like 30, 32 hours there, and then the rest of the time making music.
Nice, man. And so with this like time off, you've been kind of spending the majority of that making music otherwise, or
Yeah, lots of gaming, but lots of making music.
lots of gaming. Maybe we'll talk about that for our second half though. We'll go into a promo of yours. We'll either do a track or something. I don't know. We'll talk about that after, but I'm gonna turn off the recording right now.
Word, word.
We're going to listen to TJ Wakeling's track, Rockstar.
Tired of the same old scene, it's time to go and change it up. Sticking to the same routine, it's time to live so dangerous. I talk about it way too much, it's time to take it up a notch. First think about it since the park, jumping, roping, hopping, scotch. Sticking to the same routine, get out of bed and put in work. It take a little time, but now I think I really know my worth. As I'm feeling low, but now I'm feeling high right at this moment. Always cut it close because I never knew where I was going. Or with the drop top, jumping them like hopscotch. I could pay the price, I could go and be a rock star. Speeding like a cop car, smoking weed like Rasta. I might pay the price, I might go and be a rock star. Or with the drop top, jumping them like hopscotch. I could pay the price, I could go and be a rock star. Speeding like a cop car, smoking weed like Rasta. I might pay the price, I might go and be a rock star. This shit is crazy, I might ball out like I'm Scottie Pippen. So fuck a label, independent like I'm on a mission. Hall of Fame, Isaiah Thomas like I'm on the Pistons. I know I'll make it in this league without any assistance. I don't follow them, I'm sticking to the other side. Like every time I touch her, then my stomach gets them butterflies. I'm counting down the days until I walk out in a suit and tie, and dreaming of it every time I go and then I close my eyes. Or with the drop top, jumping them like hopscotch. I could pay the price, I could go and be a rock star. Speeding like a cop car, smoking weed like Rasta. I might pay the price, I might go and be a rock star. Or with the drop top, jumping them like hopscotch. I could pay the price, I could go and be a rock star. Speeding like a cop car, smoking weed like Rasta. I might pay the price, I might go and be a rock star.
All right, and I'm back with TJ Wakeling. How you doing, bro?
Pretty good, man. Pretty baked. How are you?
Enjoying the good life over here. So just before we took our little break there, we got into a little discussion about gaming. And you said you're a gamer. You said you do music every day. You do gaming every day.
Yeah, Fortnite, some Minecraft here and there.
Fortnite and Minecraft, and then those are the two main guys.
Yeah, man, I tried to get into Warzone. I just couldn't do it. It's just everyone's too much of a tryhard.
You love your building.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. And like those cartoony kind of games, man.
Yeah, fair. Most honestly, man, me and my buddies played Fortnite years ago when it first like kind of launched, and anytime I try and get them back into it, they just hate building.
Oh fuck it. Yeah,
they refuse to do it, dude. That's what literally differentiates the game from most of the shit that's coming out these days, especially Battle Royale. Plus, it was other than there was one I can't remember, the original Battle Royale game, PlayerUnknown, PUBG. Exactly.
PUBG. Oh, my brother was really into that.
Fucking yeah.
You know what it is? I can't play Fortnite and Minecraft. You don't have to think too much, and I just think too much when I'm making music and shit. So I just gotta go and relax and play a mindless game.
That's the truth, man. It is mindless, and then it's therapeutic almost.
Exactly, the colors, man. When you're baked.
The colors, the visuals, bro.
Exactly. What games do you play?
Honestly, man, I sold my PS4 a couple years ago because I was too into binge gaming. I'd pick up the controller. Yeah, I'd pick up the controller for one game and put it down fucking 4 hours later.
See, that was me in 2019.
Have to wake up early.
Or 2018 or 2019. I was just gaming so much. That's when Fortnite was like at its peak almost. And that's when I wasn't really making too much music and just gaming.
Yeah, just gaming away. And there is value to gaming, don't get me wrong. It's like, I don't know, it takes your mind off of everything in the world, but
exactly.
there's like a sweet spot thought of how much gaming is actually like super beneficial for you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, it's just such a waste of time almost.
Well, okay, I'm sorry to bash Fortnite, especially for this, but my issue with it is the like rinse and repeat, and you don't really make any progress or go anywhere whether you win or
Yeah.
lose. You know what I mean?
Right?
So like you could literally build like if you were to build a time machine and fucking go back, like if you started a game, you build a time machine, you start a match of Fortnite and you lose, and then you go back in time to before losing and you do it again, you're pretty much doing that every time you start a new game. There's no real difference there.
Repeat, repeat, repeat.
Repeat, repeat, repeat. It's the same shit. But I gotta be honest, getting that W is pretty. You get a good endorphin high from that, especially when you're playing with the boys.
Man, I don't even like get that high anymore. I just play.
It's just fucking
I
part of
just
the
do
game.
it, yeah.
Are you winning that much, or are you just like zoned out?
A decent amount, like way more than I was before, but like not enough to go professional. One day I'll be an esports gamer, rapper.
Esports gamer rapper, yeah, hell yeah, man. You got to diversify and take on all the aspects, right?
Exactly.
That's what I've been thinking about lately. Actually, is like we've been in this music game, but like who knows if that'll be actually the end game, right? But it's got to be something related to music. So, like you said, if you're actually doing something like video game or sports related and music related, and the two like overlap.
Yeah, you gotta like
Like-
find something in the middle. Like I was thinking, even just the other day, I'm like, what if hip hop dies out and rap? What am I gonna do? Make like fucking country? What's the next thing? Like, what's the next thing to come?
You know what, man? And I don't know why I'm so confident in saying this, but I feel like hip hop is like it's
Yeah.
it's poetry, right?
It can't
and poetry is
die.
like the raw form. Yeah, it can't really die.
I hope not.
It's also so versatile, and you can cross genres. Like with remixes, you can cross genres if you're that creative. And you're a producer, you must know what I mean.
Oh yeah. No, I like the lo-fi. That one's my other go-to, I guess. Lo-fi hip hop.
Yeah. Have you ever considered releasing a beat tape, or have you released a beat tape?
No, no, I haven't even considered it actually.
No, what's holding you back, man? I'm seeing, honestly, since I've been researching underground artists and just doing what I've been doing with ReEvolve, all of my ads are trying to sell me beats. It's crazy, dude. And the amount, like, people are selling, like, the one that comes up all the time is 65 beats for $12.
That's smart though, actually.
Dude, like, in a way, like, if you're trying to operate, like, if you're trying to just get some quick income, just throw it out into the world and offer, like, super quick, like, throw your entire backlog out there and do it. But if you're giving away beats for, like, 50 cents a beat, and, like, maybe you've got, like, 5 super tight beats on that pack that, like, 100 other rappers, like, use those 5 for the for the purpose of, like, maybe working on your craft and just pumping out, like, music, like, left, right, and center. Maybe that's kind of a good thing because it helps you work on your craft. Yeah, I guess, you know what? I'm not even bashing it anymore.
That's a smart idea though. Drop a beat tape one day, just surprise everyone.
Drop,
See,
dude, hell
I
yeah.
don't publicly post like too much that I'm like making my own beats. Some songs I'll put produced by myself, but I don't want it every single song.
For sure, man. Well, I'm sure the people who follow you know that you're into producing, or do you even like tell people?
God. Yeah, I tell so much people, but I don't think like my Instagram and shit. It's not really on there. Like I used to try to do an Instagram page for producing, but it's so hard to do too, man. I couldn't even do one. It's hard to post.
Man, social media marketing is the wildest beast.
Right?
Angry and snarling and just like fake.
Yeah, I suck at social media, man. I can't post for shit.
The secret behind it that I'm hearing is to just stay consistent and just keep up. Even Instagram as a brand publishes this in their branding info, is to stay consistent with your content as like a requirement.
I'm doing it like once a month, maybe. Whenever I drop a song, that's when I'm posting. I gotta just post more.
Do you not see that as do you want to post more? Or do you want to like work on your social media game?
Yeah, I just feel like, oh god, going to get the content. Too lazy. I'm too busy making music and shit. But yeah, I gotta go out there and get the pictures, get stuff to post.
Yeah, I think as artists, when you approach something like that, it's easy to overthink it.
When I'm just thinking, that's good enough, me posting my music.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta post some lifestyle photos too, man.
Exactly.
Give the fans a little behind the scenes.
Sometimes
right?
I think, I'm like, do they even know what I look like?
Who are most of your followers on social media, or in general, I guess? Is it like people that you know, or people that have kind of found you?
Local, man, local. My town is so small that we all support each other so nice.
Really? Tell me a bit about that.
God, that's the one thing is I only listen to local music, and
Really?
people kinda
Uh,
get pissed off at that, but, like, when I try to put music on,
By local, do you mean like Victoria, or do you mean like kind of local in BC, or like kind of just nation or
there's
worldwide local
lots of
underground?
BC artists I listen to, but, like, lots of just my city, always supporting my city.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you guys have like a pretty tight circle and everyone's pretty consistent with supporting each other?
Yeah, yeah, you could say that. There's
That's
like this
dope,
group
man.
called the Langlords. They're really sick. We got lots of artists out here, like Euphoric, he's pretty dope. Pitch Boy, Codis. Have you ever heard
Just
of Codis? He's from actually from Victoria.
Codis, I can't say I have,
Oh,
but
he's pretty
I go
dope.
across rappers like where so I go across like names like crazy, man.
Yeah, no, Codis, he just dropped an album like yesterday. It's popping. So you might hear about him.
Really?
Yeah.
It's popping, or like
Yeah,
you
because
just
he's
in your
like
opinion it's popping?
no, he's like out of our city, but like he's blown up quite a bit, so he's everywhere right now.
That's dope, man. And he's a homie of yours?
But yeah, we used to be close, but now he's popping too much. Hard to get a hold of him.
Ah, he doesn't have time for you. That's
Yeah,
fair, man. Honestly, as long as you still try and maintain that organic connection, maybe one day. I don't know.
exactly.
You don't like. You should always support your friends' success and shit like
Well, I
that.
saw a post today. It was like, don't be looking up to the people that are way above you. Look up to your friends that are making music too, because they're gonna be the ones rising with you. And I'm like, exactly.
That's the truth,
Like
man.
listen to my buddies that have a couple hundred plays, because soon we're all gonna be with like a few thousand plays.
That's the word. Especially if you keep up with it and keep consistent. Especially if like you work in that group dynamic, man. That's crazy.
Exactly.
It's
No,
awesome that
this
you have that.
it's like this weird mentality in my city. Everyone's a rapper kind of thing.
Is that the truth?
Maybe I know. I just know every rapper. I swear. No, we have a. It's pretty tight knit. It's like it's almost like a border of like us underground, kind of like working in our rooms, making our own music, and then there's those rappers that actually can like afford to go to the studio every day and go make music videos and do all that shit. And
Yeah.
yeah, they're obviously getting more views than us, but in my opinion, our music is so much better. The ones that are like underground, making our own
Yeah.
shit, like
That's
God,
dope, man. You just got to get up to that point, right?
exactly,
Of being
exactly.
able to put out the variety of I don't know. I want to do a music video or some shit like that. You
Well,
got to be able to do everything,
that's
right?
one thing I want to start. 'Cause obviously, I make my own beats and shit and mix and master. I want to start making my own music videos one day.
Right?
So like every
Just
song will just
buy a
have a
dope
music
camera.
video. Like that'd be dope.
Yeah. Would you do your own record? Well, I guess you can't record yourself, but would you do your own editing?
Yeah, I got to do my own editing. I got to do everything myself.
Do you have history or like knowledge of editing and stuff like that for videos?
One time I tried to edit a music video, but my laptop was too shitty. In my opinion, it looked dope, and my laptop could not handle it.
Yo, that is the biggest hurdle, or one of the biggest hurdles in
Right?
creating music at home,
It
or
was
doing
so
any
sick, but
hobby at home.
my laptop was just not handling it, lagging way too much, and I could not export that shit.
Fuck, eh? Well,
Yeah.
that's what this music game is for, though. Is you gotta build up that income stream so that you can support it in other ways and apply those other facets to your passion, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. That's what I'm hoping for like the next couple years to actually start making somewhat of a decent living off of decent money off of music so I can invest more into it.
Yeah, I think as long as you use all the income from it and reinvest it back in, well, obviously having like another source of income for your basic needs, but just
One
always
thing
reinvesting the profits, right?
one thing I want to do is get merch. That's my goal for the end of the year.
To do
Streaming
merch.
yeah, streaming sales will not go too far. Like you can only get
I-
so much.
Is that a big thing in your local community?
Yeah, because every show you go to is like the merch tables and stuff, so I'd be able to get my own merch table.
That's sick, man. So,
Hmm.
yo, what happened to your guys' scene like when COVID shut you down? You guys stay pretty in tight? Is there anybody doing anything
Oh god, I had three
public
shows
and
that got
good? Or
canceled. So brutal.
I feel you, man. That's so
Like
rough.
But after that, just everyone, so much music got pushed out of our city, like albums coming out from all these like producers doing it out of their room and stuff.
Yeah,
It was
everyone's just pumping
awesome.
out material.
Every week, man, new music from different people. It's
That's
crazy.
crazy. That's so dope, man. I love that though, because if you look at it like this way, like obviously it sucks that people are suffering, but they are paying us to work on our craft.
Yeah, I needed this shit. Like I
I needed
needed to
this too, man.
sit here and learn my shit.
For real. Even though like I can't say that I used the best of my time, but I definitely needed that like period of being an absolute shithead to come to what I'm hoping to be today, you know?
It's just everyone kind of needed a vacation there. Like life got too much.
That's true. And it hasn't stopped either. Are you pretty affected by what's going on in the world?
Yeah, I'm still just chilling at home, not working. I'm almost looking for a new job, but I don't want to do that yet.
You're just laying low and shit, eh?
Exactly.
How about with what's popping off in the news?
What about that?
You've been
Oh
keeping
yeah,
away
no.
from it,
Oh,
eh?
okay, yeah, no. I've been supporting everything in the news there, yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But you haven't been like really phased by it and like or like mentally like kind of distraught by it or anything,
No,
eh?
no, I
Weighed
stay
down.
off social media, man. Like,
Yeah.
as for the most part, like I still didn't scroll on my phone, but like not as much as most people, I think.
Well, for me, man, I actually like I kind of go look at like because I need to stay a little bit in the know because I communicate with quite a bit of people in a day. So I usually use Reddit for my news, and you just see fucking all the most shitty shit that's going on in literally every corner of the world. And I
Yeah,
don't know, I
that's where
just
the
need it.
Wayfair thing started.
The what?
The Wayfair conspiracy when they're hiding bodies and
I
everything.
heard about that. I don't even know if that was real. I just saw that on my Facebook feed and dismissed it because it's so fucked.
I'm in the middle. I keep hearing like I'm in the middle. I don't know if it's real or not.
Shit's just fucked. To be
2020,
honest,
man.
exactly. When shit like that happens, you just gotta say like, fucking add it to the list, man.
Literally, like
We're only halfway through
we've
it.
had it this year, man.
Yeah, but we got to bottom out soon.
Exactly. Only up from here.
Exactly, right? And it's as long as you can also kind of take the experience with like the good aspects of it and just focus on those, it actually isn't that bad. As long as you're
Exactly.
kind of like breathing, right?
Like I got into fishing during all of this. That's up. Never thought I'd get into
Yeah.
fishing.
Didn't you tell me you're going fishing later today?
Oh hell yeah! I just got a new reel
Who-
yesterday.
Who are you going fishing with?
My buddy Kyle.
Jesus, are you guys like 50?
Just about, yeah, almost. No, no, he's my homie. We've almost like 10 years, something like that. We've been friends.
Yeah.
12 years, something like that.
That's crazy, man.
Mhm.
I've never heard of that as a hobby, to be honest.
Really? Oh, dude,
Yeah,
it's huge out here, man.
really. I guess
Yeah.
you guys are coastal, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
That
so,
is what it is. Yeah,
So there's so many lakes out here, and like every day is just so nice. So fishing's huge out here, man.
that's crazy. I literally just offended half the people that are fucking listening to this. Way to go.
Dude, fishing's like the biggest thing out here.
Yeah, really.
I didn't
eh?
even think it was, but so many people fish.
So what about like as a sport or as like a way to feed your family? What is
As
it?
a sport, yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
I mean, we can try to feed our family. I don't like fish though.
So what do you do with the fish that you catch?
One of them, we tried to take it home and use it for crab bait. Didn't work.
Crab bait. Oh, you got a one of those catcher things?
Yeah, so it's only like you just it's like the food chain, catch a fish, go catch some crab, then you have crab to eat.
Yeah, totally. I've heard about that.
But no, it's just catch and release. Take a picture with
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Look
For the
cool.
purpose of that's awesome. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's dope, man. Well, listen, we're getting into overtime here. Is there anything that you'd want to like kind of sign off on or say to the audience or
Oh God.
any questions? I guess I don't know. You just
Not
honestly
really.
say something random if you wanted to.
Okay, how about shout out to OZ from the Landlords, shout out Coleman, shout out OP Yeti, Euphoric, all the homies
Oh,
out here.
You're fucking killer, man. I love it. That's dope, man.
How's that?
Oh, yeah, no, I love it. That's sick. That's dope. All right, bro. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining me.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
All right. You're very welcome, man.
And that was TJ Wakeling, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to learn more about your man, TJ Wakeling, go ahead to www.reevolvemedia.com/TJ Wakeling. To sign off, we'll listen to his track, Lo and Behold. Take care, everybody.
Lo behold, it feels so good to be back. Take a toke, now shouts out to T-Pack. Light a smoke, crack a joke, make your knees slap. Now if I go and leave, I might relapse. I'm on a roll, I get some gold, I feel that. Now every show will like, so do you see that? I'm on a boat, land ho, I'm coming back. Stare in the mirror, my eyes low, my feet back. Raise the bar, I've been so far, but now I'm back. I lose my shit when I hit the booth, I'm a maniac. I almost thought when I took a break that I'd be gone. I hit the brakes, now I'm shifting gears and now I'm strong. I hit the road, I'm in my lane and I'm coming fast. See me throw the Hail Mary like a quarterback. I'm so high, I barely hear them when they talking trash. Feels like I'm really in this game now, I'm not new to that. Started surfing on the wave, now I'm the man of all the trades. I can mix and master, make a beat and write some lyrics on the page. I'm hoping I don't hit defeat, I run it back until I'm gone. I'm hoping hoping when I'm 50 I can say I have a million songs. I'm hoping when I'm 50 I can say I'm undefeated. Now that everyone can see it, took the scheme and then I beat it. Hope I hit you in your feelings when I rise and hit the ceiling. Now my rapping so appealing that it got you down there kneeling. Lo behold, it feels so good to be back. Take a toke, now shouts out to T-Pack. Light a smoke, crack a joke, make your knees slap. Now if I go and leave, I might relapse. I'm on a roll, I get some gold, I feel that. Now every show will lags, but do you see that? I'm on a boat, land ho, I'm coming back. Stare in the mirror, my eyes low, my feet back.